Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Usman Ali, and the video is a second video in the sequence of the options. The video is related to put options, so we would see the how to develop a payoff profile for the put options. Actually, here in this numerical, our strike price is £1 is equal to 1.5, which means that we want to sell pounds into dollars. So we will sell pound and we will receive $1.5. Our option premium is 0.10. So though that we are the sellers of the pound, but we have also paid a premium to purchase the option, and the premium that we have paid is 0.10. It's a non-recoverable cost. So that makes us option buyer. So option buyer is the person who have paid the premium. So we are the person who have paid the premium. The quantity of pounds that we want to sell is 1 pound, and the exercise date that we have is 30th June 2020. So let's make a put option payoff profile. Now the put option actually starts from the opposite side. In the call option we use the left side, but the put option, the premium line, is actually on the right side, and we have a market line just like previous. What is the reason behind that? Shortly we will discuss it. Okay, so this is the premium line, this is the market line. So we have this, let's say, an option premium of 0.05, and we had an option premium of plus 0.10. Then we had a minus 0.05, and we had a minus 0.10. Likewise, if you remember, I used to choose the mid of the market line, and I start exactly from the strike price, which is the contract price, and then on the right side we can increase it, and I used to increase it by the same quantity of premium. So the difference between two market prices is exactly equal to the premium that is actually paid. Okay, so this is my market line and my premium line. Now let's do a little bit comparison of market prices and contract prices here. Okay, so we have contract price. You do know that contract price always remains same. Our contract price is 1.5, and it will remain 1.5 no matter whatever is the price in the market. That's why we signed the contract to fix the price. It is possible that in the market the prices are 1.8. It is also possible 1.7, let's say 1.5, 1.3, 1.2. So what we do actually is we do the comparison of contract price with the market price in order to know that which one is a better place for us to buy or sell. Now here we are selling pounds actually. So in the contract, if I sell my pound, I will receive $1.5. But in the market, if I sell, then I will receive more dollars as compared to my contract. So I can say that contract is a better, market is a better option for me. And in other words, you can say it like this, that when the price of the pound in the market is 1.8, at that point, using the contract is not good. So just keep this in mind, that while I'm speaking, using the contract, I'm putting across here, using the contract is not good for me. Market is good for me. So this cross does not represent, is not connected to 1.8. It's like this cross means I will not use the contract if the price is 1.8. That's how you read it. Okay, remember this. Let's say if the prices in the market is 1.7. So again, you would say that when the prices in the market is 1.7, so using the contract is not good for me. And obviously this 1.5 is the indifference point. Okay, so that's the indifference point. Then if the prices of the pound in the market is 1.3 and in the contract it is 1.5, it means if I sell my pound, I will receive $1.5 using the contract. So I can say that if the prices in the market is 1.3, then using the contract is good. 1.2, then using the contract is good, because the contract will give me more dollar cash inflows as compared to the market if these are the price range. Then the graph is for the option buyer. Option buyer graph always starts from the bottom because he's the guy who have paid the premium, and the line will straight go till the indifference point, which is 1.5. Now I will shift this 0.10 here, minus 0.10. So I have already paid it. Let's say if I exercise the contract, it means, let's say if I decide to sell my pound using the contract, then it means I will receive cash inflow of $1.5. Not minus minus. This time it's minus plus. So in other terms, we can say that my net money that I will receive will be $1.4, which means that $1.4 is my break even point, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, and the line will cross and it will go above like this. Now, if you remember, this was the region where I said that if the prices of the market are these prices, then using the contract is not good for me. In other terms, I can say that this is the loss region for me, or option not exercisable. I cannot use the contract here because market gives me more dollars if I sell my pound in the market as compared to the contract. Whereas if these are the prevailing prices in the market, then I can say that this is a profit region or profitable region for me, or option exercisable region for me, because I'm receiving more money. Now let's come to the point that why I shifted the premium line from the left side to the right side. It's because of this thing. Remember this thing, that option buyer loss is always fixed, limited. The maximum this guy will lose is this 0.10, which he has paid. If he exercises the contract or if he doesn't exercise the contract, in both cases he's going to lose 0.10. So the loss region is the limited region. So I've shifted the line, this one, because the open mouth region is the unlimited side. And so if the buyer's options buyer loss is limited, then the profit would be unlimited. So loss is fixed, limited. That's why the close side, and this one is the open side. The more is the difference between the market and contract, the more the option buyer gonna make the profit here. So that's the reason of it. Then let's go for the second party of the contract, who is the option seller that we have. Seller. Okay, so again, the graph, as like the buyer one, will start from the right side, and then we will have the market line. Okay, so this is the premium line, and this one is the market line. The premiums are plus 0.05 is just a scale, plus 0.10, and then we have minus 0.05, and let's say minus 0.10. The mid contract value 1.5. On the right side it will increase, and I used to increase it by the quantity of the premium. On the left side it will decrease. Now this time, as is, okay, now we are talking about option seller. So option seller in my question is, let's say you, not me. I am the person who has purchased this option from you so that I can sell my pound on you, 1 pound on you, and you will give me $1.5, I will give you 1 pound. So look at this. Now you are the person who is purchasing pounds, but you have this option seller now. So what makes you option seller? This makes you option seller, that you have received premium from me, and I am the person who will now make the decision that will I sell my pound on you or not. So you are not the seller of the pound, you are buying pound from me. You are actually the seller of the option. So as discussed earlier in the previous video, that the profit and loss situation of the buyer and seller is vice versa. So the seller account starts from here, the top, because of the premium. It will come straight to 1.5, sorry for untidy lines, and it will cross 1.4 because this is the break even point. How it is the break even point? Look at this. You have received premium from me because, and due to that you have given me the right to decide that will I sell pound on you or not. If I decided to sell my pound on you, then you are required to pay me $1.5 for that pound, which means that the net value would be minus 1.4. So 1.4 is the break-even point, and then the line will passes by this break-even point like this. Okay, now if this is the loss region for me as a buyer, then the same region will be actually a profit region for you as a seller. So that's your profit region, and you will love to hear that the option buyer, wants to exercise it, because if I do exercise in this region, I will make loss but you will make profit, which obviously not going to happen. Okay, so, and if this is the profit region for the buyer, then the same region is the loss region for the seller actually. And earlier I told you that why I shifted the premium line from the left to the right, it's because of the limited and unlimited profit. Let me summarize it once again here. When I talk about the option buyer and option seller, okay, then there are two things that gonna happen to them: profit and loss. The profit of the buyer is unlimited. Let me write full loss here and profit, whereas the loss of the buyer is limited. So if the profit of the buyer is unlimited, then the profit of the seller would be limited and this would become unlimited. Why is it so? I earlier explained it here. As a buyer, if I do not sell my pound on you, so how much I will lose? Only 0.10. That's it, nothing more, only 0.10. So this makes me what? This makes my loss as limited, but then you as a seller is unlimited. If I say profit, then the profit region is unlimited region. How? Because of this open mouth, but technically it's like this. So if this is my market price 1.3, okay, and the contract price is 1, or the break even is 1.4, so how much is the profit? The profit is 0.10. But if the market price, like the break even remains same, if the market, I'm discussing break even, not the contract price or the indifference point, because I'm discussing profit and loss, that's why. So if the market price is 1.2, then this difference will increase, my profit will increase. If it's 1.4 and the market is 1.1, then this difference is gonna like increase more. So it means that the profit side of the buyer is unlimited, and this difference is like a crocodile mouth. It keeps on opening if the more there is a difference between contract and market price. So which means that the profit of the buyer is unlimited. Okay, so the profit of the buyer is unlimited, so then it will be limited for the seller because they work vice versa. So ladies and gentlemen, this is a payoff profile, or a basic profit and loss region understanding of the put option. I hope you got the point. Thank you very much. Stay safe.